Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Mr. Robert Richardson, our faculty, and our staff, I would like to welcome everyone to our very special event today, Hoopeston Veterans Day Assembly. My name is John Klaber, and I'm the principal at Hoopeston Area High School. We appreciate all of you being here today, and I would like to thank all of those individuals who put in numerous hours of time and effort to make this very special event possible. Our assembly today is an opportunity for all of us to show our respect and appreciation to our veterans for their service, honor, and sacrifice for our country in support of our way of life and to protect our freedom. Today is an opportunity to think about those who have served and are currently serving our country so proudly. Many of us can think of a special veteran in our lives, and today they are here in our hearts and our minds, and I thank all of them and all of you for being part of our tribute today. Our veterans teach us lessons in commitment, in service, and in dedication. They give to all of us without asking for anything in return. They protect us, support us, and save us every day. For their commitment and service, today we honor them with this ceremony. At this time, I ask that you rise for the presentation of colors presented by the Hoopeston Area American Legion, and please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem by the Hoopeston Area High School Band, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by members of the Middle School Student Council.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, my name is Kim Hutzel, Assistant Principal at Hoopeston Area High School. I would now like to introduce the Hoopeston Community Children's Choir under the direction of Anita Ryder. They will be performing God Bless America. This year, seniors were given a prompt asking them to discuss the personal significance of Veterans Day. They were asked to consider what this day means to them and to their families, and why our celebration of this day is an important aspect of our collective American heritage and identity.
I feel that the term service is the best term to use when referring to the duties of military personnel. Since the founding of the military and the expansion into the 5 separate but united branches, many brave men and women have enlisted and put their lives on the line so that American people can live in peace and prosperity. These people are what keep our beautiful country protected from tyranny and discord so that we, the people, can continue to thrive and build our nation into greatness. Our country has granted us with more freedom than any other country, and our soldiers are the reason we can feel safe and confident knowing that our rights will always be protected. They work day in and day out to keep the machine that keeps us safe well oiled with the sweat, blood, and tears of themselves and those they stand with and serve alongside. Even if they only serve for a few years, the hardships they have to endure create bonds that last a lifetime, and they will always be a part of the military family. Military service has made a huge impact on my life and my future. Since I was a child, I had dreams of going into the military, but I stopped thinking about it when I got a little older because I had no idea how to join and everybody said I would hate it. But my junior year of high school, a recruiter had a stand set up in the hallway and talked me through how to get started. The following week, I made a trip to the closest recruiting station at which I now attend future soldier training every Thursday. They told me that joining the military was more than just a job. It is a commitment to protect the nation, and it requires a ton of dedication. Every soldier who enlists needs to make a commitment and be willing to make sacrifices. My boyfriend is currently enlisted and just graduated from advanced individual training less than a week ago. We have seen each other every day for the past 2 years, and when it came time to leave, I thought he would only be gone for 10 weeks. 4 months later, and he is just now getting his phone privileges. But the good thing about him being gone for so long is that it has given me a chance to think about why the term service is appropriate when talking about the military. The 7 Army values are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Putting all these together spells out leadership. Being a part of the military is not just a job, it is a commitment and a lifestyle full of sacrifice. When you hear or see the hardships that the military has to endure, it really isn't appealing. For most of our soldiers, they do not join the military to benefit themselves. They join the military to be a part of something bigger. They want to protect the people and the rights of our nation. All of those people who have served, past, present, and future, have and will continue to put the wellness of our people and our country ahead of themselves. Every single soldier who takes their oath knows that joining will break them down physically, mentally, and emotionally. These is the exact words my recruiter said to me when I joined. All soldiers have had to and still continue to miss important events in their lives to serve. They put their duties to their country and their people ahead of themselves. Before I made my decision to join the Army family, I researched the pros and cons and read statements from service members and their families. I eventually came to the conclusion that the military is about your mentality. A mentality that military service is more than just yourself. And the real-life veterans I've spoken to, even if they've had different experiences, have all had the same opinion. Service members, current and former, are all around us. At work, one of my regular customers was an 8-year Navy veteran, and I had no idea until I mentioned wanting to join the service too. All he had to say was that he regretted leaving so soon, even if they were the moments that he hated. His story reminded me of a phrase we use a lot in my entrepreneurship class. If you walk in telling yourself the day will suck, it will, but always remember why you started in the first place. All service members fight to give the people an opportunity to create a better life for themselves and others. The ultimate reason I decided to enlist is because I know that we have the potential to become a better world, and I want to help make that happen.
As a child, I was always taught to thank a veteran for their service. I was told to walk up to someone I didn't know and say, "Thank you for your service." However, I never really thought about what I was actually thanking them for. Being a naive child, I always wondered how that stranger affected my life and why I should thank them if I had never met them before. Now I realize that men and women who have served and are serving have a huge impact on my life. I grew up in a family that had several people in the military. 2 that were close to me were my grandpa, who was a Vietnam veteran, and my dad, who served in the Army and National Guard. So the idea of military was never foreign to me. My grandpa always talked about how being in the service when he was younger. I never knew what the service meant. As I grew older and learned more, I realized that the service had 2 different meanings. I learned that the service was the military, but it also meant serving your country. The military personally affected my life in many ways. While my grandfather was serving in Vietnam, he was exposed to the chemical Agent Orange and suffered from many health complications because of it. He always said that he was lucky that Agent Orange complications were the worst thing that he took away from the situation. Him coming home allowed him to continue his legacy, including my mom, aunts, and all of their descendants, counting me. Another way military has affected my life would be with my dad. My dad served in the Army for 7 years before I was born, and then served in the National Guard for several years before and after I was born. While in the National Guard, I remember him being gone many times for his training. At one point, he was deployed for 18 months. However, with all these military influences, I still never fully understood what it meant to serve. When we use the phrase, served in the military, some people think that they are just words, but others realize that it's more than that. They realize that men and women have devoted their lives to protecting the American people and their constitutional rights. Serving is a perfect descriptor when talking about veterans in the military because those individuals are serving to provide protection from foreign and domestic enemies. While some think serving is a privilege to protect their countries, others think it's a duty. No matter how you see it, both sides are fulfilling their idea of serving American people and communities around the world. Having the knowledge that I have now, I am confident that when I think of servicemen and veterans, I will gladly walk up to someone I don't know and thank them for everything they have done. While they themselves have not affected my life personally, they still contributed to the protection of my rights. In my family, serving has always been considered a privilege. So to me, the phrase, served in the military, is not just words, it's an honor. I will forever be grateful for the sacrifices made by servicemen and veterans so that I can live the life I live today.
Our band and chorus are preparing to perform a salute to American heroes. Following the playing of the song, a Veterans Day video tribute will be played.
3 teens were arrested today for defacing the Kensington Park War Memorial overnight. The destruction includes painted messages against the military and the war in the Middle East. The 3 teens were picked up in the early morning hours after evidence was left at the scene.
Grandpa, something wrong?
Some people sure have short memories, and those who are too young to know need to be taught. Come on, I want to show you guys something.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
At dawn on the morning of the 6th of June, 1944, 225 Rangers jumped off the British landing craft and ran to the bottom of these cliffs. 225 came here. After 2 days of fighting, only 90 could still bear arms. These are the boys of Puente Hope. These are the men who took the cliffs. These are the champions who helped free a continent. These are the heroes who helped end a war. You are men who in your, quote, lives fought for life and left the vivid air signed with your honor.
In the name of God and country, I learned to defy gravity.
To honor my family,
I lived in the belly of a beast.
I fixed the hearts of iron monsters.
I became a worm in the mud for dignity,
for honor,
for righteousness' sake,
for God and country.
I fought for you.
I fought for you.
For you.
I fought for you.
I fought for you. I fought for you.
I fought for you.
For you.
For you.
For you.
For you. I fought for you.
I fought for you.
I fought for you, and I do it again.
At this time, I ask that everyone rise and join me in a 30-second moment of silence for our fallen veterans, which will be followed by the placement of the helmet ceremony. Let's give our veterans one more show of our appreciation. On behalf of the Hoopeston Area School District, we would thank you for coming and have a great day.